Imagine this. You are still 20 minutes away from home. You are sitting in your car or on a bus or walking down a street that is nowhere near your house. And at that exact moment, your dog gets up from wherever it was resting, walks to the front door, and starts waiting. Not because it heard anything, not because it saw anything, but because it knew. How is that possible? How does a dog know you are coming home before you have even turned onto your street? Before any sound or sight of you exists? The answer lies in one of the most extraordinary biological systems in the entire animal kingdom: your dog's nose. And today, we are going to explore the fascinating psychology and science behind how your dog uses scent to track you, predict your arrival, and maintain a connection with you even when you are miles away. By the end of this video, you will never look at your dog sniffing the air the same way again. Let's begin with the most fundamental question. How powerful is a dog's sense of smell, really? Most people have heard that dogs have a better sense of smell than humans. But the word better does not come close to capturing the reality. A human nose contains approximately 6 million scent receptors. A dog's nose contains up to 300 million. That is 50 times more than ours. But the difference is not just in the number of receptors. The part of a dog's brain that is dedicated entirely to processing and analyzing smell is roughly 40 times larger, proportionally, than the equivalent region in the human brain. To put this into perspective, if human vision could be compared to a single candle flickering in a dark room, a dog's sense of smell would be equivalent to the full brightness of the sun on a clear day. They do not just smell more. They experience the world through scent in a way that we are biologically incapable of fully imagining. Dogs can detect certain substances at concentrations as low as 1 part per trillion. They can smell individual ingredients inside a complex meal. They can detect the scent of a single person on an object that was touched weeks ago. They can track a trail across miles of terrain and identify which direction it was traveling based on the subtle difference in scent strength between footprints. This is the nose your dog uses to wait for you at the door. Now let's talk about what is actually happening when your dog smells that you are coming home. Every single human being has a unique personal scent profile. This scent is produced by a combination of factors: your skin, your sweat glands, the bacteria that live naturally on your body, the food you eat, the products you use, and even your emotional state at any given moment. Your scent is as unique as your fingerprint, and your dog has memorized it completely. But here is where it gets truly remarkable. Your scent does not exist at a fixed intensity. It changes and fades over time. And dogs understand this. When you leave your home in the morning, you leave behind a trail of scent on the furniture where you sat, on the floor where you walked, on the objects you touched, in the air of every room you passed through. That scent is strong when you first leave, but as the hours pass, it gradually fades and dissipates. What researchers have discovered is that dogs actually use the fading of your scent as a kind of clock. They can track how long you have been gone by measuring how much your scent has diminished in the environment. As the concentration of your scent decreases over the course of the day, your dog's internal model of time tells it that your return is getting closer. This means that when your scent has faded to a certain threshold, a level that your dog's brain associates with the typical length of your absence, your dog begins to anticipate your arrival. It moves toward the door. It becomes alert. It waits. Your dog is not guessing. It is reading a chemical timeline that you unknowingly left behind when you walked out the door that morning. But the scent trail inside the house is only part of the story. Dogs are also capable of detecting scent carried on the wind from remarkable distances. When you are approaching your home, whether on foot, in a car, or on public transport, your body is continuously shedding microscopic scent particles into the surrounding air. These particles travel. Wind carries them. They drift down streets, around corners, through open spaces. And a dog with its nose to the air or pressed against a crack in a window or door can detect these particles arriving before you are anywhere, close to being visible or audible. Dogs have been documented picking up the scent of their approaching owners from distances of over a mile away under the right wind conditions. Some researchers believe the range may be even greater in ideal circumstances. This is not a trick or a coincidence. It is the dog's nose doing precisely what it was designed to do. So when your dog suddenly lifts its head, gets up, and moves toward the entrance of your home, it may literally be smelling you coming down the road. There is another layer to this that is even more psychologically fascinating. Your dog does not just track your physical scent, it tracks your emotional scent as well. Human emotions produce measurable physiological changes in the body. When you feel anxious, your adrenal glands release cortisol and adrenaline. When you feel happy or excited, different hormones enter your bloodstream. When you are calm and relaxed, your body chemistry reflects that too. All of these hormonal shifts produce subtle changes in your sweat and skin secretions, changes that are undetectable to the human nose, but completely visible to a dog. This means your dog can smell not just that you are coming, but roughly what emotional state you are in when you arrive. It can detect whether you have had a stressful day before you even open the door. It can sense your excitement, your sadness, your anxiety, or your contentment through the chemistry of your scent alone. This is why dogs often greet their owners very differently depending on the day. On a calm, happy day, your dog may greet you with playful energy. On a stressful day, it may approach more gently, lean against you, and stay close. It is not reading your body language or your facial expression in those first moments. It is reading your chemistry through the door before you have even stepped inside. Now, let's talk about what this means for your relationship with your dog, and how understanding their scent psychology can make you a better owner. First, recognize that your scent is your dog's deepest connection to you. When you are away, your smell is what comforts them. This is why leaving an unwashed item of clothing, a t-shirt, a worn sock, anything that carries your scent strongly, can dramatically reduce separation anxiety in dogs. Your smell communicates safety. It tells your dog that you exist, that you will return, that they are not truly alone. Second, understand that your emotional state is never hidden from your dog. If you come home tense and agitated, your dog knows before you say a word. If you are grieving, they know. If you are excited, they know. This level of chemical communication is the foundation of the deep empathetic bond that dogs form with their owners. They are not just companions. They are emotional readers who are tuned into you at a biological level. Third, pay attention to the moments your dog seems to predict your arrival. If you keep a consistent schedule, your dog will learn the scent timing, pattern, and wait for you reliably. But many owners have reported their dogs waiting at the door even on irregular days, even when no schedule exists. This is your dog's nose at work, picking up wind-carried scent, reading the fading timeline of your morning presence, and putting it all together into a prediction. Fourth, never underestimate what your dog experiences when you walk through the door. In that single moment of reunion, your dog is receiving an enormous flood of scent information about where you have been, who you have been near, what you have eaten, and how you are feeling. Every greeting is a full debrief that takes place entirely through smell in a fraction of a second. Dogs have lived alongside humans for over 15,000 years, and in all that time, through all the changes in how we live and where we live, and how we interact with them, one thing has remained constant. Your dog knows you. Not just your face or your voice. It knows the chemistry of who you are. It carries the memory of your scent in the deepest part of its brain. And every time you walk through that door, it experiences something that goes far beyond a simple greeting. It experiences the return of the most important scent in its world. If this video gave you a new appreciation for the incredible animal living in your home, please give it a like, share it with a fellow dog lover, and subscribe to Pets Psychology for more videos that help you truly understand your pet. Leave a comment below. Have you ever noticed your dog waiting at the door before you arrived? Tell me your story. Until next time, love your pets, respect their senses, and never stop being amazed by them.